They opted for that DPS magic when they have already a DPS physical. But yeah, we called Yves from the side of Cambodia. It seems like they will lock in that Yves, another good AOE. And they paired it with a Claude. So another hero with a Blazing Duet that can have a area of effect. Again, great controlling fights if you think about it, right? AOG, RWM, and as well as the Blazing Duet, a lot of team fight control right there. In Indonesia, it seems like, hey, you're good at team fighting. I think we can pick you off one by one. How about that? With the Cho pick, in the hands of Witty as well, can be lethal, force you on the Purifies as well. So yeah, Indonesia, I like that last pick.
This is a very signature pick for Misty, for Mr. Witty. We know he loves this Cho. He's going to be very aggressive in the early game, and so you're going to have to, if you're Cambodia, you're going to have to keep track of that and take care of Detective on the Lancelot, that's for sure, because most likely we're going to start in the jungle of Cambodia, at least for Witty. And, you know, we've seen it before where, like, a Cho is enough pressure in the early game to go ahead and set back the early rotations, and that has a potential to... So, both really good lineups, honestly, and it's come down to match point right now for Indonesia in this grand finals against Cambodia here for IESF Asian Oceania qualifiers. Will it be a sweep, or will we get to game 3? Can Cambodia do it? Can they take Indonesia, a powerhouse in MLBB, to game 3? They've already proved it by taking down the Philippines in the previous match in a sweep, and now can they bring it a little bit further here for Indonesia?
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, grab your snacks and let's enjoy potentially the final game. You can see here Witty already looking for angles.
Witty, as I was saying, is going to be in that side of the jungle. He'll flicker. Oh, they thought he was going to go direct forward, but they'll pop the Revitalize out. That was a good play. Good way to flicker and, you know, keep them guessing where you're going to go from Witty.
Yeah. Detective almost blundered there inside the turret, but it's actually Zing here, right? With the Claude, able to have a just applying pressure towards Leonardo. Oh, backup is there as well. Gotta be careful there from Leonardo. Still has a flicker though, but yeah, from that exchange, both rovers popped their spell. So that's info already. Let's see here. 30 seconds on the clock for that first neutral objective, and I mean, EXP, nothing too crazy, so I'm guessing both EXP will have level 4 at the same time so far, unless the Fredrin finds a cheeky opening top lane. But yeah, no first blood here, nothing too crazy, but there you go, the setup.
Oh, Wadu. He has, the Wadu senses are going, but he pops the Vengeance, but it's 3 dudes from Indonesia able to get the first blood. So a play made up top right before the turtle is exactly what Indonesia wanted to happen. Looking for more. They'll get the flicker out from Opie. Opie dropping down the real world manipulation. This should be an opening, though. Another flicker burned, this time around from Oran. So they'll take this turtle. Moxie taking a couple too many shots. Pops a Revitalize. They're going to fight back anyway. Oh, Oran! Not able to escape that death as Wadu finally gets to revenge, but they could be in trouble as Wadu falls now in this exchange. Are they still going to go for the turtle? Boxy from the front. Detective is healthy enough. He should be able to contest this. Goes in, hits the retry on the turtle. Now can they break out? Do they disengage from the fight as Boxy goes down? Picks up the Sky Piercer too after the kill.
Great spacing, great delay there. Cambodia was able to get that cheeky steal, and it was all because of the delay. Yeah, Indonesia though got the kills. Oh, so aggressive already from the side of Detective. But yeah, great timing, but Indonesia, they got the kill, so technically it's equal. Gold-wise is still favoring Indonesia. It seems like Detective already so invasive now.
Yeah, they're gonna, you know, if they want to, they can continue to put pressure on both sides of the map. Honestly, both teams can still pressure each other with their lineups. That's what's so good about them. You know, even if you kind of lose some of the early game a little bit, you don't sacrifice too much. But now in the mid lane, looking for the kick. Witty, not able to get it though, but still, there it is, finally into the real manipulation, but he's all alone. Wiseman and Witty both fall 2 down. Sin will pick up a kill on Opie, but now he falls as well. A great play from Cambodia to answer what Indonesia was trying to do to set up in the mid lane. And so there you have it, Cambodia. Like I said, they have pressure if they want to. They found it there.
Yeah, it seems like Indonesia, they were forcing that fight. It wasn't really favorable to their side. It seems like once they went all in, they gotta take something at least, and it was Opti there. The trade wasn't equal though. 3 members were taken down. So kill wise, Cambodia has equalized. And yeah, 4 minutes in, it's now slow and steady, waiting for that next neutral objective to spawn. And I'm sure Cambodia will definitely contest again. Last time around, they did it. They got the steal. Will Indonesia be able to secure this one out?
Well, the fight's going to break out already. In trouble. AOG going to be used. OP's already gone. Revitalize is going to be popped. The Spirit Destruction will land, and Leonardo follows on through. He's able to find Wadu, but they trade it across the board. Wiseman's gone. They're going to try to chase Detective into the jungle, in between the turrets. A flicker forward. Aran will be able to clean up the kill. So again, body after body fall for Cambodia as Indonesia fights for the turtle, and they'll get it.
They will equalize on that turtle count. So they had 4 more kills as well in the process. Cambodia adding 1. And that's not a good sign here. Zing, though, is still deathless. So that's the only good sign here from side of Cambodia. Oh, top lane. Is that a solo? It will.
How did Aran solo kill Zing?
No Purify. Perhaps Purify was used, yeah.
Man, what a play. Leonardo going to be in trouble, though. Now, oh, he flickers backward. He actually survived it. That's clutch for Leonardo, burning that battle spell. And Witty was there, but again, he'll be able to hold on to the lane, so they can't push this turret in unless Moxie has an idea of his own. Wadu doing a ton of damage here with the CC, so they back off, but I guess the turret's still going to hold. Actually, they bought enough time. Leonardo's still there. Or Aran trying to join the fight. I'm not sure if he's going to use the final slash. It might just be to go ahead and alleviate some of the pressure here on the bottom side, because look at this also in the jungle. Sin waits, but Detective will be fine. Both junglers having their buffs here.
The Retribution battle on that purple. Cambodia takes it, right? Great timing on that Retribution, but Leonardo was able to defend his Tier 1 top lane, though. Different story for Cambodia. That's the first structure off the board. Indonesia takes it, and again, just applying pressure towards Leonardo seems like is the game plan for Cambodia. Golden Staff already in hand, so makes sense, right? For now, Leonardo, his farm is okay. It's doing good. So slowly but surely here, TLID will move on towards the mid lane. Going on for Wiseman. Gotta be careful. That burning effect can hurt.
Yeah, this is the problem that they've been having, though, for Cambodia, is mostly just playing into the amount of crowd control that Indonesia has. They're not too far behind, though. They're doing a really good job. Even though they lost some of those fights and everything else, like, they found good places to go ahead and grab some gold, keep things from getting too out of hand. You know, it's 1.5k ahead for Indonesia right now. So they're in a good fighting position. Both gold laners, by the way, just duking it out on the bottom side. Meanwhile, everybody else here for this last turtle of the game. They're going to force the Revitalize out already. Traction Pulse going to be used. There's the RWM. Witty will go in. Gets the knockup, but still, RWM going to be used. And now, Sin. They're going to face off for this turtle. Indonesia is forced off of it. Now Sin all by himself goes in. Even with the Appraiser's Wrath, won't be able to out-retry Detective. And now Sin falls. A pickup there for a kill for Cambodia and the objective. So Indonesia loses that turtle.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing from that fight was the SOD not landing for Indonesia, and that was the window. Cambodia realizes that, and they went in looking for a fight. They managed to isolate the Fredrin inside the turtle spit, and that was just GG. Unfortunately, the Praises Rat's timing with the Retribution wasn't on point. Yeah, props to Detective, man. His Retribution this game was clutch and has been clutch. Let's see here again the recovery, because now if you take a look at the economy, it's not that far out for Cambodia. A lot of counterplays definitely, and you got to keep in mind that Zing mid-game power spike is definitely there. So Indonesia cannot be too overzealous. Sweetie, I think don't target Yves. I think he is too tunnel vision on targeting the Yves when RWM is available. So now you can just go target anyone. Just instant burst, and then it will be an instant 5v4. Cambodia looking for plays bottom side. Uh-oh.
Oh. Good play there with the Spear Destruction, because Leonardo got the information. Hey, they're coming down. So he just throws over Spear Destruction. He's fine. So, yeah, I kind of agree with you there, too. Like, Witty has been mostly going for OP. Sometimes it's like, yeah, if the RWM's already there, you're not going to be able to do too much. But if he does catch OP early, that might help. So, AOG, RWM all drop down, fighting under the tier 1 turret. Again, he's not able to do too much as that real-world manipulation was already set up. So Indonesia, after losing 2, they'll just go grab the tier 2 turret. Oh, Leonardo. I don't think he's going to be able to escape. Oh, Detective. I don't think he knew that he was actually in there for a second. But now, Leonardo trying to run. They're just going to chase him down, though. So unfortunately, Indonesia's going to lose the gold laner. He did push the tier 2 turret in, but now this is a window for Cambodia to start up the Lord. And Indonesia will go ahead and try to stall this out the best they can. Without Leonardo, though, I'm not sure if this is a fight they really want to take here. Witty's going to be in trouble. Traction Pulse going to be used. He already has to burn the flicker. So Indonesia on the run, but look at Wadu. Wadu having enough damage, using the current call too. Yo, Blitz, there's the final slash. They're still looking for the damage. The Lord is already slayed, though. As Cambodia gets it, Aran going to be in trouble, trying to rely on the team to help him out, but he falls. Appraiser's Wrath going to be used from Sin. They'll just crash on forward, cutting them off. Oh, Zing, taking a couple shots. Whoa, Leonardo. I'm not sure what happened there for Cambodia, but they took a little bit too many hits, and now they're trying to back off, it looks like, for both.
It was bullseye from Leonardo, but yes, Cambodia was able to get that Lord in time, and now they have pressure, they have prio. Indonesia, suddenly they lost control. What we saw from that mid-fight earlier on, like 2 minutes ago, I believe, the AOE party, right? RWM, AOG under the turret, blazing duet, and 2 members of Indonesia was trapped there. They gotta wait for the respawn timers. There are a couple of members from Indonesia, but now the Lord is still the first Lord, mind you, so not too impactful. It is going to be cleared out, no problem, but OP has a Divine Glaive, so even if you have MR from the side of Indonesia, the magic will still, you can feel the magic.
Oh, Aran, he'll go down. It's Indonesia on the back foot now. Just like they've been before, Cambodia has this lead, and they'll continue to punish. Holy Shields are still going to be up. Sin jumps in with the Energy Eruption, but RWM is just proven to be a nuisance for Indonesia. As Cambodia takes out that Holy Shield, and now they're working the mid-tier 2. Looking to take down more here. What can Indonesia do to hold on to the base turrets? Enough pressure being put already. Wise Man takes a couple shots and still trying to hold again. Leonardo's up, but there's a blazing dude on the backside from Zing. Zing will find Leonardo, and Aran gets back to the base. Witty with the kick. He'll be able to find Opie. They lose the base turret, but look how much damage is being put out from Cambodia. Right now, Indonesia does not have an answer.
Yeah, I mean, the Yves has the power spike. Detective has power spike as well. And I believe Claude definitely has that Wind of Nature in hand as well. So it is going to be nasty. See, endless battle for Detective. That's true damage in hand. So you can't really discount the damage coming from that Lancelot. And Indonesia now struggling to find the equalizer still. They're just behind 3K gold lead. So it could have been worse. 1 base turret down though, so they got to keep things in check in that top lane area. Luckily for them, Lord will spawn in the top lane area, so you can't really play around the far lane. And Leonardo, different impact here in game 2. He's struggling to deal damage, to find the right openings here, not like when he is on the 1-1 earlier on. But props to Cambodia, man, keeping things tight, keeping things very direct as well. And Retribution hasn't really been going for Sin. Let's see though, the Lord rather, who will get it.
Oh, they're gonna fight for Witty in trouble. Oh, Thorn Rose able to pick up the kill, and now Aran trying to save some time here. Lord's still going to be worked on by Cambodia, but they fall. Boxy is quite low, but Indonesia on the retreat. They lose 3. It's Wiseman and Leonardo, but Leonardo's pushing the bot side. He's going to join with the Spirit of Destruction. It does land. He's able to go ahead and clear out the waves, but now he's in trouble. Pops the Wind of Nature. He picks up Detective. That was a huge play. The idea was to push into the base on bottom, but he got the call to Spirit of Destruction back into the fight and actually saved the game from ending.
Wow, what a clutch. As I say, Leonardo was struggling to deal damage. He pulls off that play. And now, because 2 members are technically off the board for Cambodia, Lord is favoring the side of Indonesia with 5 members in play. Let's see, will they be able to pull it off? Because Cambodia, they have spells.
Oh, that was, again, just a massive win for Indonesia on the defense. It led them to this, getting the Lord. So the pendulum will swing in their favor now. So Cambodia, all the work they've done, you can't discount it yet. They still have a ton of possibility to go ahead and defend this push with the Lord. Remember, their team fighting has been great for Cambodia. Their damage profile is amazing. And so even with an Eve and everything else in the Claude, they should be relatively fine on the defense here. Now, this is a big question. What does Indonesia do to find a potential pick? They don't have this mid turret down just yet, but they do have the Lord making its way down bottom.
Cambodia is forcing the defense, but no, I think they will let this tier 1 go. They will defend their tier 2 though. That's a great taunt. Stin, very low, but the immortality AOG spent.
Oh, immortality will be popped here. You gotta be careful. Once again, without that, Revitalize already going to use. Oh, in the backside, Leonardo goes in. He pops his Wind of Nature first. He has enough damage. He takes out Zing, but will go down to Wadu after the Vengeance was popped. So it's a trade here, the 1 for 2. But that might be enough for Cambodia to stay in and clear things out with this Lord.
Definitely, man. And luckily, Zing was caught out there, because if Zing wasn't traded, it will be Cambodia just taking the control back to their side. Ladies and gentlemen, 16 minutes. Officially, this is the longest game today. So, yeah, again, just grab your snacks, folks. Indonesia now still holding on. They aren't able to capitalize on that Lord push. Unfortunately, there were 2 tunnel vision on that tier 2, and it seems like Cambodia, they could sniff the setup in that mid. Something was off, so great response from Cambodia.
This is a crazy thing here, again, is the back and forth between these 2 teams. Like I said, Cambodia has improved so much since we've seen them over the course of the years here, especially even here in IESF, the different iterations of Cambodia that we've seen representing the country. This is an amazing performance so far today, you know, sweeping Philippines, and now here going toe-to-toe with the Indonesia team. They're going to go in. Conceal going to be used. Sin should be able to get out. Traction Pulse going to pull in Wadu, though. Pops the Vengeance and Leonardo. He goes down. They lose a ton of damage. Now, Witty, is he going to be able to clean up anything? They know that without Leonardo, they're going to be in trouble. Wadu jumping on forward. Aran might not have a choice but to sacrifice himself to buy time. And Indonesia are looking at a potential game 3 here against Cambodia after losing Leonardo. Can they hold this wave to bay? Oh, Detective jumps on in. Witty will go ahead and clear out the waves. He's going to keep it together the best he can. They're holding it in. Wiseman pops to win a crown. He's got to clear out that last cannon minion, but he won't be able to do it. And Cambodia will take us to a game 3.
Wow, what a performance from Cambodia. Even when they got pressured in that early, it seems like